I'll let you know. All right. We're live on YouTube, and we should be live on LinkedIn in a moment here.
Ooh.
Once it pops up live on LinkedIn, then we'll get kind of diving in.
Cool. Sounds good.
Cool. I'm trying to find a picture of my first pair.
All right. We're live on LinkedIn. Live on. Okay. LinkedIn doesn't give me an admin console, so I have to watch it live. All right. Let a couple people join us here. It's an exciting day. It's Air Max Day.
Whoop, whoop.
I had no idea until you said.
Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't know about Air Max Day, huh?
No, I don't have it in my calendar. Now I do.
There you go.
I
They
got it.
normally do some pretty sweet releases on Air Max Day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
This year was duck camo infrared 90s, I think. I did not get them because I'm not a big 90s Air Max 90 fan.
Ooh.
But
Sneakers just sent a notification saying that the documentary is up.
Cool.
So there's a Air Max documentary out there. Check that out.
nice.
Looking
All
it
right,
up.
let's get rolling. We're about a minute and a half into the actual stream. We've got some people rolling in. So to those folks that have joined us, welcome. You're probably wondering why a software design and development company is talking about shoes. Well, it's Air Max Day, something that started, I believe, in 2014. And I happen to be a big-time sneakerhead, so I guess I have control over what we stream to some extent. So I figured it would be fun to talk about sneakers for once. It seems like it was an appropriate time, and we'll roll with that reasoning. I've got three guests. I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a minute. We are on LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you have questions about shoes or just in general, it's Thursday. So pop into the comments. I'll do my best job to pay attention to those. And I think we're going to start off by talking about maybe our first pair of Air Maxes or maybe most memorable pair. And then I think every one of us has one or two pairs that we can show off real quick. And then I think we'll wrap up. It'll be a short stream today. So thanks for joining. Enjoy the next 10 to 15 minutes. All right. Who wants to go first?
I don't mind going first. My name is Angelique Milner. Live out in the Metro Detroit area. I recently became a sneaker fan, maybe I'll say like 6 or 7 years ago. I cannot remember my first pair of Air Maxes because I'm sure it's some that my mom bought me back when I was in school. So I really don't remember. But one of my most memorable ones, my fiance now, boyfriend at the time, got me some custom-made Air Maxes the day I joined my sorority. So they are my sorority colors. They have like my name on the back of them, and they have like the year that I joined my sorority. I'm a part of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So that's probably my most memorable pair. I hate that I actually don't have them with me to show. But
are they still in existence at least?
Yeah, they're still in existence. I leave them. I have way too much paraphernalia when it comes to my sorority. So it doesn't fit in the small space that we live in now. So most of it is at my mom's house. So that's where the shoes are. My mom doesn't live far, so I can just kind of go back and forth and get what I need when I need them.
And worth noting, Central Michigan University grad, right?
Yes, I am. Fire up chips.
Fire up chips. So yes, we've a couple different. We're both CMU grads, and that's fantastic.
Yes.
All right, what pair do you have with you right now?
Oh, okay. So this is my newest pair that just came in the mail. During our quarantine. This was actually pretty exciting to get. And I was talking about, I really, really enjoy Flyknits. I like to run in them. So far, they're the only shoe that doesn't really hurt my arches when I run in them. So I have about 3 or 4 of the Flyknits. Not all of them I run in, but these are my favorite pair to run in right now.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Who's next?
I can go. Hello, I'm Christina Lee. I am also from the Metro Detroit area. I think the first pair of Air Maxes that I ever owned were the 95s. And I remember getting them around sixth grade. And it was like so popular. We had just kind of moved away from the K-Swiss life. And so Air Max was next up. And you had to have a pair. And I finally got one like right before school started. And I was like super hyped. Like, I'm going to be the coolest kid when I go back to school in September. So that's like my fondest Air Max memory. And today, I recently got a new pair. I just found some random ones, but these are my favorite color and they match me today. So these are, I believe they're the Dias, I believe they're called.
Yeah, I like those ones.
Yeah, so they're super comfy. That's like my favorite part about the Air Maxes is that they're super comfy and versatile and they just look good. And they make you feel good.
You know, you can run faster, jump higher, as my son likes to always tell me.
I'm not doing all that.
All right, awesome.
Okay, I think it's me.
It is you.
So my name is Elle. I'm in Detroit. Well, I'm in Hamtramck, actually. Let's see. Let me go straight into shoes. My first pair, I was trying to find a picture of them, but I can't. I just remember them. Also, when I was young, and my mom would take my brother and I to get shoes for the new school year, and I definitely had a pair that were navy and orange. And I can't find the exact pair, but they were navy and orange. And I always tried to have the coolest shoes, so I definitely felt the coolest in those. I remember that feeling still. So I still chase that feeling. And these are my current Air Maxes, 95s. I got these, so I don't usually, I purchase a lot. I do a lot of like thrifting and vintage store shopping. I'm a little averse to buying used shoes, just personal weirdness around that. But these looked like they were really hardly worn, and the colorway is just really sweet. They remind me of like Timberland, like the classic Timberlands.
Yeah.
And so I got them, and I got them at a vintage store in New York last year.
Nice.
I also have an all white pair, but they're now very dirty, so I'm not going to show them off.
You say buying them used. I actually buy a ton of, because I'm always searching for like rare limited release stuff. And it's almost always on the secondary market. I try to buy used stuff as much as I can. As long as it looks decent, I'm going to wear it anyway. So I can save, 30, 40% just to get, a pair that's been worn a couple times.
Yeah, definitely far more sustainable. It's like I wish I was a little bit less weirded out by shoes. But most of the time, shoes are Nikes are like hardly worn when someone is selling them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you all for talking about your Air Maxes. Now, I got to say, it's my time to shine because I've got a lot of shoes and I've never been able to talk about them on video for Detroit Labs, which is fantastic. And I happen to have 4 pairs of Air Maxes. Now, that's part of the collection, and my office in here has a significant amount, but I figured I'll highlight a couple of those and I'll do them quick. I think my first pair was probably the 95s. I can remember my first Jordans were Jordan 7s, but Air Maxes, they're either the 95 or the 97s, somewhere in there. They're both pretty iconic. But I'll show 2 real quick before I show 2 of my more limited ones that I'd like to show off.
Sweet.
So I got these. These are the Air Max 2 Lights. It's a re-release that just happened. I happen to like the colorway a lot. I got them for like really cheap. I saw Jerry Lorenzo wearing them. He's the founder of Fear of God, the brand, and he was wearing them quite a bit, and I couldn't stop looking at the color, so I ended up picking them up. I've got these are my winter beaters, I call them. It's a collaboration with Carhartt, and so you can even see they're kind of trashed a little bit. But the inside liner is the Carhartt liner. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I like those.
Did you go to the Carhartt store to get those in Midtown?
I went to the StockX store because they sold out instantly, and I was not fortunate enough to get them. So pretty much every pair that I'm going to show you is from StockX.
Cool.
Then this is kind of my favorite. Actually, these next two are like tied for favorites. So this is a pair of Air Max 1. It's a collaboration with an artist, Piet Para. And if you ever go to our office on the 5th floor, we have a couple of his prints on the wall. And so this is the Air Max 1 that he did in partnership with Nike. So I'm a big fan of these ones. And then probably one of my favorite shoes in my entire collection is the Sean Witherspoon Air Max 1/97. And it's a combination of the Air Max 1 sole with the Air Max 97 upper. And it's all corduroy. It was designed by Sean for a contest. And the winner of the contest would have their shoe release. And I believe these were 2000. Oh, anyone who knows sneakers is going to be mad if I don't remember. It's either 2017 or 2018. But this is quite possibly my favorite pair in my entire collection. And that includes some Unions back there and some Travis Scotts over there. So this one's a beauty.
Yeah, I love it.
But it's all corduroy?
It's all corduroy with
like
some
You get up close.
velvet interior.
And
And then
Yeah.
the cool thing is
that's super sweet when you see it up close.
yeah.
That's dope.
and it frays over time, so they're meant to wear.
Yeah.
That's another thing I like about shoes, like the ones I look for. I always wear them. You know, some of these you can throw on a shelf and they appreciate over time, and you can sell them. I happen to like to wear my shoes, no matter how much I buy them for or where I buy them. So I'm a big fan of these ones, and that was a key thing that he did when he designed them, is he wanted to make them to wear. So they wear down, they look cooler as you wear them. So
Sweet.
those are my Air Maxes. So
I'll see them in a few years so I can see how worn down they look.
well, here's the only challenge with that is I don't wear my shoes every single day because I rotate through them, so they all look pretty new. But I like the peace of mind that I could wear them every day and they still look nice. Right. And this is those shoes in cake form. This website did a really good job of breaking down the brief history of Air Max, with Tinker Hatfield doing the Air Max 1, and then talks about how when they started Air Max Day, they re-released that first colorway, but with some like electric green hits specifically on the sole and then the tongue right there. And then it's just expanded from there. With each year, some coveted releases take place. And every year people are looking forward to what Nike releases during this day. Some days some years it's the most hype stuff you've ever seen. It's amazing. And some years it's more on the general release side. So it's pretty cool. These ones are the next ones I really want. The Atmos elephants, but yep, they're a little on the pricey side. So I don't know if that's going to happen. But anyways, well, thank you for joining. I'm going to. Oh yeah, here's Nike.
The link to the documentary.
I'm gonna put that in the comments in case people are curious to go and look at that. I'll just show it here at the bottom. Ooh,
Yeah.
I cut you off. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm gonna switch back to here. There we go. And thanks for anyone who's joined today. A little off topic, not about software or design or anything like that. We felt it was a good time to, I don't know, talk about sneakers. And I appreciate everyone for joining us. And I believe we will be live tomorrow with Erica, who leads our people ops team, to talk about remote work when it relates to people operations, something that normally being face-to-face is a big time help. So what is that like being remote now? So
Cool.
thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for joining me and humoring me on a day where we can talk about sneakers. So
Woo.
Love it.
I'm going to wear my shoes. Just so you all know, I'm wearing my shoes. No one can see them.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone.